Did you know that about 20% of adults are chronic procrastinators? That means 1 in every 5 people you know struggles with putting things off, not just once in a while, but as a regular part of their lives. That's a huge number. Think about your friends, family, or coworkers. Chances are someone close to you is fighting this silent battle every day. Procrastination isn't just about being lazy or careless. It's a deeply rooted pattern of delaying, often because we feel anxious, overwhelmed, or afraid of failing. Sometimes the tasks we avoid seem so big or unpleasant that our brains convince us to escape, even if just for a moment. Procrastination is a sneaky thief, quietly stealing our time, our energy, and our peace of mind. It creeps in when we least expect it, making hours disappear and leaving us feeling even more stressed. We all do it. Sometimes we sharpen pencils that don't need sharpening, organize what's already organized, or just zone out and daydream. These little rituals feel productive, but they're really just clever ways to avoid what matters most. Our brains are wired to avoid discomfort, so we put things off, telling ourselves we'll do it later. We scroll through our phones, make another cup of coffee, or find any excuse to delay starting. But later often becomes never, and those small tasks start to pile up. Before we know it, we're surrounded by unfinished chores, unpaid bills, and a low hum of stress that follows us everywhere. These undone things drain us, but the truth is, it's not about being perfect or getting everything right. It's about taking back control, one small step at a time, and giving ourselves permission to start, even if it's just for a few minutes. We know procrastinating makes things worse, yet we still do it. It's a universal struggle, something almost everyone faces at some point, no matter how successful or organized they seem. The good news? There are simple, practical ways to fight back against procrastination. No personality overhaul required. With a few small changes, you can start to reclaim your time and feel more in control of your day. So, how do you break the cycle of procrastination that keeps holding you back? Enter the 2-minute rule, a simple but powerful strategy that can change the way you approach your daily tasks and goals. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. No debate, no hesitation, no adding it to a list for later. Just take action right away, before your mind has a chance to talk you out of it. This rule isn't about making a dramatic overnight transformation. Instead, it's about consistently beating that initial resistance that stops you from getting started. It's about making progress, one tiny step at a time. The hardest part of any task is often just beginning. The 2-minute rule makes that first step so small and easy, it's almost impossible to say no. For bigger goals that seem overwhelming, simply find a 2-minute version of the task to get yourself moving. Put on your running shoes, write one sentence, or wash just one dish. These tiny actions are the gateway to bigger achievements. The point isn't to finish everything at once, but to master the art of starting. Once you start, you've already won half the battle. Once you're in motion, it's so much easier to keep going. Momentum builds, and suddenly what felt impossible now feels doable. Often, those first 2 minutes lead to more progress than you ever expected. You might find yourself finishing the whole task, or even tackling the next one. The 2-minute rule is your secret weapon, a simple gateway to productivity that helps you build habits, conquer procrastination, and get things done, one small step at a time. Let's see how this works in real life, with everyday situations we all face. Sometimes just getting started is the hardest part, but it's also the most important step. Overwhelmed by laundry piling up? Don't stress about finishing it all at once. Just toss one handful in the washer, that's it. You don't have to fold, dry, or even think about the next load yet. Just start with one small action. Kitchen a mess and you don't know where to begin? Don't try to clean the whole room. Just fill the sink with soapy water or wipe down a single counter. That tiny step is enough to get the ball rolling, and you'll often find yourself wanting to do a little more. Got a big report due and feeling stuck? Don't pressure yourself to write the whole thing. Just open the file, type a title, or jot down a few bullet points. Even a rough outline counts as progress. The real magic is in simply starting. That first tiny action breaks the spell of procrastination and makes the task feel less intimidating. Even personal goals work this way. Want to learn guitar? Don't worry about practicing for an hour. Just take it out, sit down, and strum one chord. That's all it takes to get moving. Do this every day and you're not just making progress. You're building a real habit, one small step at a time. Small starts, repeated consistently, lead to bigger progress than you might expect. Like a plant growing from a seed, each tiny effort adds up. The 2-minute rule transforms overwhelming, daunting tasks into something manageable and even enjoyable. It's about making things feel possible. Remember, you don't need to finish everything right now. Just begin. The first step is always the most important. Starting small is the only way to guarantee you'll start it all. And once you do, you'll be amazed at how much easier everything feels. Why does this work? It's psychology. Big tasks trigger stress and avoidance, but 2 minutes feels safe. Your brain doesn't resist. Keeping a tiny promise to yourself builds self-trust and momentum. Each small win teaches your brain you're someone who takes action. Once you start, it's easier to keep going. Momentum does the heavy lifting. The rule isn't just about the first 2 minutes, it's about what happens after. It shifts your focus from perfect results to simple action. The goal is to start, not to finish. Free from perfectionism, you're more likely to succeed. Focus on the process, and the results will follow. Enough talk. Time for action. Pick one thing you've been putting off, something small. Apply the 2-minute rule right now. Wash a mug, take out the trash, make a quick call. Feel the victory of taking action, no matter how small. Notice how you feel. Lighter, more in control. Tomorrow, find another 2-minute task. Make it a habit. Start your day with a quick win and set a productive tone. You're not just getting things done, you're training your brain to be a starter. The 2-minute rule is a simple, practical tool that works. Now go do your 2-minute task. I'll wait.